متابعينا عبر باتواي برحب فيكم مجددا من قلب نادي ويست هام. مقابلة حصرية لنا مع المدرب غراهام الغني عن التعريف. First of all, you stepped into West Ham at a crucial moment midway through the season when the team was going through difficulties and hard period. What was your first priority when you took charge, and how did you go about steadying the ship?
Well, the first priority is just to get to know the players, obviously. You can have a view of the players and the team from the outside, but it's not until you actually get close and spend time with them and work with them every day that you really get to know the players. The biggest football challenge was defensively. The team was conceding a lot of goals. There's a little bit of fragility there. We tried to focus on how the team acted every day, behaviours every day, how we trained.
How difficult is to step into a team in the mid-season? There's no pre-season, no transfer window to shape up the squad. How did you manage to quickly implement your ideas and get the players to buy in?
It's not ideal, but sometimes in football you don't get the perfect situation. And I mean, in the pre-season you've got 6 weeks to work with the players, to get to know them, to experiment a little bit, to put across your ideas in a less pressured environment.
Every manager brings their own identity to the club. How would you define your football philosophy at West Ham?
I think football is about balance. You have to defend and attack. It's no point talking about attacking football if you don't consider how to defend, and vice versa. But ultimately we want to control games through attacking football is the end point.
Amazing. Talking about attacking football, West Ham has a deep-rooted in English football. How do you balance implementing your own style while respecting the club's DNA?
Whenever you're selecting a job or going for an interview or deciding whether this place is the right fit for you, you have to do that type of research, because it's not about you, it's not about me, it's about the club, it's about West Ham. So I think a lot of what West Ham stand for, I think I stand for as well. So in that regard, it's a nice fit.
Let's talk about some popular players in the Middle East, like Kudus. African football has produced some of the Premier League's biggest legends, like Didier Drogba, Yaya Touré, Sadio Mane, Mohamed Salah. You have Kudus in your squad with a huge talent, a player, of course, with a huge talent. How do you see his development, and do you believe he has the potential to reach that elite level?
Yes, I do. He's close. He's almost like the ketchup effect, I think, with him. He's, the bottle's been shaken. Eventually it's all going to come out, I think, because his work daily is really impressive. His high-end actions are elite, for sure. I think when you have a season that we've had from a team perspective, sometimes individuals can suffer with that. And I think it's probably a case for Mo, but his ability, his potential is huge. And we're really excited to finish off the season, working with him and trying to help him reach his maximum, because if he can reach his maximum, then he can be elite.
Bowen's impact as captain. Jared Bowen has stepped up as captain this season. What makes him the right leader for West Ham? How he has handled the responsibility, and what does he bring to the dressing room that fans might not see?
I think he fits the values of the club. I would say he's not a ranter and raver, shouty type of character, but he's a solid, strong, almost quiet leader in a way. And when there's something to be said, he says it with authority, coming from a place of respect. So he's been great for us.
So talking about the competition between managers, every manager in the Premier League presents a unique challenge, but who has been the toughest opponent for you this season? Is there a team or a tactical battle that really puts you to the limit?
Well, I think you're right. Every game in the Premier League now, you can see how the games are. They're so competitive. I think from our perspective, we've gone away to a few of the big teams: Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Aston Villa, and we've competed. That's the most important thing for us. But every game gives you something to think about, and there's no game that's the same, and that's what the challenge of the Premier League brings. I think historically, the teams of Manchester City and Liverpool, certainly Jurgen's teams of the recent past, and Pep's Manchester City have
sure.
they're the ones that are the benchmark for everybody, I think. But this year, everybody's been competitive, and everything's provided us with a challenge.
Of course, you are keeping an eye on many young talents and many young players. Players like Lamine Yamal, Endrings, and many others are making the headlines. Do you think this is down to better youth development, or has the game itself changed to accommodate younger players?
I think we probably need a bigger sample to be able to make any definitive answer there. I think certainly youth development has improved. The pace of the game, the physicality that young players are more able to deal with that. I think, but I don't think it's a generalisation. I think you just got one or two, three or four just standout young players that are incredible.
From a coaching perspective, how do you balance giving young talents opportunities while ensuring they don't burn out or fail too soon?
You know, you shouldn't get too excited too soon or write people off. I think there needs to be a lot of games before you can really make an assessment on a player. You've got to find the balance between opportunity and not throwing him in at the deep end, and it's too much for them. The Premier League, it's not a development league. There's pressure to win. You don't get too long before people get restless.
A message to the West Ham fans: you've now had time to settle and build relationships with the squad and set the tone for the future. What's your message to the West Ham supporters as you continue shaping the team for the seasons ahead?
Well, I mean, firstly, a huge thank you, because their support has been incredible for us, and in a tough season, we're genuinely really excited by what we can achieve here, because the ambition and the potential is still huge at the club. And we're really excited by what we can do, and we need their support, we need their help, because like I said, they've been absolutely amazing with us.
Amazing. Thank you so much, coach, and best of luck.